Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you want to be. Step 4.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to be doing a massive, and I mean massive, book haul. Hang on, plus this bag. There's a lot of books. You can see those books didn't fit in the box because they came in separate boxes, so I separated them. So there's a lot of books. So we might get this started now before it gets too late. So the first book, so this one actually came with my Feel Good Book Club box for the month of August, which is The Joy and Light Bus Company by Alexander McCall Smith. So it says Precious Ramus Do, I'm so sorry if I pronounce these names wrong, I'm terrible with names, and Grace Makutsi, Gabron's #1 lady detectives do not always agree on important issues, one being the complex male psyche. Mama Ramotsi is reminded of this when her husband JLB Matekoni is offered a daunting business opportunity, one which, if it fails, threatens their existing livelihood, including the detective agency. Somehow Precious must guide her husband to the right decision while being mindful of how much he wants the Joy and Light Bus Company to succeed. Meanwhile, there are other problems to solve. A wealthy client elderly father has changed his will, making his devoted living nurse a significant beneficiary, and the ladies are tasked with uncovering the woman as a fraud. And then there is the disturbing rumour, maltreatment of children living and working on a local farm, which Mama Ramotsi is determined to investigate. Again, so sorry if I said those names wrong. I'm really bad with pronunciations. But yeah, so this book came with the book club. Can't remember the top of my head what the theme was for this month. But yeah, this book seems really interesting. I know it's something like the 23rd book in the series for like this. It's the latest from the #1 ladies detective agency. It's like the 23rd book, so I think but you can read it as a standalone, so I'm going to read it, and if I enjoy it I might have to have a look into some other ones. Now we're going to go with this box with the added on top. So these are all books that I got from Amazon. I went in town the other Saturday, which you'll see the books for in a minute, and I wanted to get the books to finish off series that I've started so then I can actually read the series as a whole. But unfortunately I couldn't find most of them, so we had to order. I say we, I, with my mother's help. So first one I have is Losing Hope by Colleen Hoover. I'm not going to read the back of this one because I believe this is just hopeless in Dean's perspective, which I believe will be in with my other ones. I'm not sure, I can't remember. But yeah, so they didn't have this one, so I got it in this. So that's cool. I then got the little novella Killjoy by Holly Jackson, which is following on from the Good Girls Guide to Murder series. So it's Pippa Fitz and Moby is not looking forward to her friend's 1920s themed murder mystery party, but when the game begins, Pip finds herself drawn into the make-believe world of intrigue, deception and murder. As Pip plays detective, teasing out the identity of the killer clue by clue, the murder of the fictional Reginald Remy isn't the only case on her mind. So I'm so excited to get back into the world of Good Girls Guide to Murder. When I saw that they had this little novella, I was so eager to get it, but it didn't come out until this month. So it's brand new out, so eager to read. I just can't wait. It's already thing like starts with like the letters, and I need to stop not look because otherwise that's gonna get me hooked in. I also then got How the King of Elfhame Learned to Hate Stories by Holly Black. Now I know this is sort of, it's not really a novella, is it? This is actually it's part of the Folk of Air series. It's the sort of book that comes at the end after the 3 other books. So it's a Prince of Fair, Fairy, nourished on cat milk and contempt, born into a family overburdened with heirs. Perhaps it's no surprise that he turned out the way he did. Some might think of him as a strong drought burning the back of one's throat, but invigorating all the same. You might beg to differ, so long as you begin begging, he doesn't mind a bit. So we have that one. Can't really see it. There we go. So we've got this one as well. This one is hardback. I couldn't find a paper copy of it, which slightly annoys me. Oh, and it's got some pictures as well. I do love it when a book has pictures, which is strange because if you've seen my recent video that's gone out about Rain at Macumson, I wasn't a massive graphic novel manga person, which I am like now after reading Heartstopper. But at the same time, I've always loved like the odd pictures in books like that. Really weird. I've then got the last 2 books in the Twisted series, which I didn't own, which is Twisted Games and Twisted Life. So this is actually the 2nd and the 4th book. So this is Rise and Bridget. Yeah, Rise and Bridget's point of view, and this one is Christian and Stella point of view, which I know a lot of people are really excited about this one. So I haven't started Twisted Love yet because I didn't have Twisted Games, but I did have Twisted Hate because those were the only 2 books that had this door when I got them. So now I have the entire series. I can catch up on what all the hype is about and see if I love them just as much as everybody else. But it does bother me that this book's in a different format to the others. So it might bother me a little bit just because it's slightly taller, but I'm not too fussed. It's just going to look weird. I then picked up, which isn't part of a series, but I really love these books, and this is Homer the Odyssey. So this is the epic tale of Odysseus and his 10-year journey home after the Trojan War forms on one of the earliest and greatest works of Western literature. Confronted by natural and supernatural threats, shipwrecks, battles, monsters, and the implacable enmity of the sea god Poseidon, I'm really struggling to speak today. Odysseus must test his bravery and native cunning to the full if he is to reach his homeland safely and overcome the obstacles that even there await him. E.V. Rue's translation of the Odyssey was the very first Penguin classic to be published and has itself achieved classic status. For this edition, Rue's text has been sensibly revised and a new introduction added to complement his original introduction. So this is like a revised of the translated version. But yeah, I love Penguin classics, I love my Greek mythology, I love my Roman mythology, so I had to get that one, as you do. And then of course I have been avoiding starting this series until I had all the books that were out, so I had to get A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J Maas so I could officially start the A Court of Thorn of Roses series, so again I could catch up on all the hype and see what was going on. So I'm not going to read the back of this one because I feel like everyone and their mothers has already read the series, already knows what's going on. I feel like I'm the only one left out here. So I've got the last book. That will be coming. I'll probably do a reading vlog on it as well, so you guys can watch it and read along with me if you want to reread it yourselves while I read it. Perfect. So I got those. So those were the books that I ordered off of Amazon that I couldn't find. Now, onto my lovely bag full. Now, some of these books, I need to make sure I find the right ones, I actually brought off of a shop off of a Facebook buy and sell site. Jeez, I'm losing the plot today. Yes, these ones came off of a buy and sell site off of Facebook. So this one is the Mercies by Kiran Millwood Hargraves. It's a little bit dented up, which wasn't the previous owner's fault at all. This came like this through transit, so it was a lot worse. I have managed to straighten it out quite a bit, so that's that. Then I have the Foundling and Miss England by Stacey Halls. I do need to get the familiars for this one so then I can read this book. Again, always happens. Somehow I managed to miss the first book in a series or certain books in a series, so then I can't read them, and it just makes my life so frustrating because I've said it a million times and I keep saying that I'm a massive series person and I can't start reading the series until I've got all the books that are at least released. Obviously books can still come out, you know, you never know, so as long as I have all books that are released, then I'll read them. But of course I didn't have the familiars. So those are those 2 books. Then I got Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell, which is this one, which is: on a summer's day in 1596, a young girl in Stratford-upon-Avon takes to her bed with a sudden fever. Her twin brother Hamnet searches everywhere for help, which is nobody at home. Why is nobody at home? Their mother Agnes is over a mile away in the garden where she grows medical herbs. Their father is working in London. Neither parent knows that Hamnet will not survive the week. Hamnet is a novel inspired by the son of a famous playwright, a boy whose life has been all but forgotten, but whose name was given to one of the most celebrated plays ever written. So that just sounds like my kind of thing. When I've seen this book like everywhere. I mean, it won the Women's Prize for Fiction back in 2020. I've seen this everywhere. It sounds like literally right up my street. It's literature within literature, kind of, in a way, based on the fact that it's based off the son of a famous playwright. But like literally, this just seems, it's got the mystery to it. It's based in a place that I know, yes, okay, 1596, so things are a little bit different in Stratford-upon-Avon in that time, but it's still somewhere I know, you know, I know most of my country's history, I like to think. Could be questionable some days, but you never know. But yeah, I just like the look of that book, and it just seems really, really interesting to read. Now this one I haven't seen anything of, but I just saw it on there and I was like, that just looks really interesting based on the cover. And that's Flowers in the Attic by Virginia Andrews, which is this one. So I haven't even read the back of this one. Up in the attic, 4 secrets are hidden. 4 blonde, beautiful, innocent little secrets struggling to stay alive. Chris, Kathy, Corey and Carrie have perfect lives until a tragic accident changes everything. Now they must wait, hidden from view in their grandparents' attic, as their mother tries to figure out what to do next. But as days turn into weeks and weeks into months, the siblings endure unspeakable horrors and face the terrifying realization that they might not be let out of the attic after all. Virginia Andrews or thing. Oh, there's more books. Petals on the Wind. If There Be Thorns. Is this part of a series? Am I gonna be like... It's the first one. Okay, we're good. First one in a series. But no, just that in general just sounds so captivating as a book. Like I said, I literally got pulled in based on the cover, which, you know, you don't judge books by its cover, but that's what they're there for. They're there for to grab your attention. So I really feel like this one is going to be something right on my street as well, and it's a series, which I love. So I'll definitely be looking into the other ones. Ooh. First published in Great Britain in 1979. So, you know, this isn't some modern day reading. We've got a little bit of a time for history on us here. I love a good classic. So 1979, not classic, but not something from recent times, which I always adore. I'm rambling now, but you guys are gonna have to stay with me on this one because I've not had much sleep. So these next 2 books I got from Waterstones while we were in there. I love Waterstones, adore it. So when I'm out and about, I'm in a wheelchair because I can't walk distances and stuff. So I went to town with my friend Bethan and my niece, and so they were pushing me around. Let's just say it's dangerous to have me in a bookshop, and it's a good job that it's people directing me pretty much where I go. I do obviously point out where I would like to go, but they can pull me away because otherwise I would have walked out with more than 2 books. I can assure you that. So the first book I've got here is Homer, the Illiad, which again, back to my whole, the Odyssey. This is my kind of book. For 2,700 years, the Illiad has gripped listeners and readers with the story of Achilles' anger and Hector's death. This tragic episode during the siege of Troy, sparked by a quarrel between the leader of the Greek army and its mightiest warrior Achilles, is played out between mortals and gods. With devastating human consequences, it is a story of many truths, speaking of awesome emotion and quest for fame and revenge, the plight of women and the light-hearted laughter of the gods. Above all, it confronts us with war in all its brutality, and with fleeting images of peace, with punctuate the poem as distant memories style in comparison, and doomed aspirations, the Illiad extraordinary power testifies to the commitment of its many readers who have turned to it in their own struggles to understand life and death. This elegant and compelling new translation is accompanied by a full introduction and notes that guide the reader in understanding the poem and the many different contexts in which it was performed and read. So this literally, again, is just everything I'm about. Mythologies, history. I adored history in school. I loved it. That was my subject. Hated geography. When we got given the choice, I was like, buy geography, hello history. Don't ask me to tell you geography and where places are in the world, because I wouldn't have a clue. You can hear me talk and I can barely say the names of things and pronounce things and actually speak. So, but yeah, so history is my thing, and so yeah, this is just something that I loved. And we didn't actually get to cover mythologies in like history. We done like Britain and the railway system, suffragettes and the Vietnam War. So that was the sort of stuff we did in our history lessons. The second book that I got from Waterstones, which of course I had to pick it up. I have every other book bar this one because it's the most recent that come out this year, along with the film. That is the screenplay of The Secrets of Dumbledore. The complete screenplay. Just like, can we just take a moment, because this Harry Potter Fantastic Beasts, it's just my world. This is my world. This is what I live in. When people are like, what do you do? I live in the world of Harry Potter. I have Harry Potter leg tattoos. I have every other book. Literally have the entire series, The Cursed Child, the other two screenplays. I have Quidditch for the Years, I have Tales of the Beedle of the Bard. You can see there is Harry Potter, up there is Harry Potter. I mean, it's what it is. I just had to pick up. Literally, the moment I saw it, I was like, Beth, you go pick that one up for me. This is my precious one. It's the only one I have in hardback though, which is a little frustrating when you have so many books that are in the same topic and then it's one hardback. A little bit frustrating, but that's fine. We got this. No worries. Now, on to the fun one. We went into the Works as well. Now, if you don't live in the UK, because I don't think it's anywhere else, the Works is like a big book stationery craft sort of shop here in the UK. Like I said, you can pick up books from there. You can pick up like little games and little toys, stationery, craft stuff. It's the shop for pretty much anything in the creative aspect of life. So I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books. Well, 4 books and 2 novellas. And the pricing is good. Works pricing for books. Love it, love it, love it. I could spend all my money in there, but I can't because it's just so we don't know a lot of it because I spend it all on books. So first book I have is Without Merit by Colleen Hoover. So I got this one because I'm starting to build my little Colleen Hoover collection because I have been enjoying her books. So I wanted to try and build it up, you know, and there's always so much hype around her, and I just wanted to read other books from her as well to get like a real general idea of her writing. So this one is about the Foss family, and they are on about their daughter Merit. So Merit Voss collects trophies she hasn't earned and secrets her family forces her to keep. While browsing the local antique shop for her next trophy she finds Dagon, his wit and unapologetic idealism disarm and spark renewed life into her, until she discovers that he's completely unavailable. Merit retreats deep into herself, watching her family from the sidelines, when she learns a secret that no trophy in the world can fix. So this seems really, really interesting. It does also have the adult warning context. So again, any of these books, please check out trigger warnings. If there's something that triggers you, please don't read those books. Books are a comfort for everyone. I know you'll love them, but please still be safe while reading them. Don't cause yourself any distress. Books are meant for enjoyment, so just read the books that you feel safe and comfortable reading. Don't read anything you don't want. Don't feel pressurized into it. But yeah, sorry, little disclaimer moment there over. So yeah, this will look really interesting. It definitely feels very like a very different vibe to the other Colleen Hoover books I've read. It seems more on the mystery side. Like, yeah, Verity has that sort of mystery part to it, but that was more on the psychological thriller side. This, I think, is more mystery sort of side. So, and kind of maybe psychological as well. So that would be interesting to read. Next one I got to finish off the series that I have of Colleen Hoover books is this girl, to finish off the Slam series. So I'm not going to talk for anything and read out the back because I haven't read the first 2 books, so I don't know what's going on. So I don't want to ruin anything for me, and I don't want to ruin anybody else that hasn't read it. If you have read her Slam series, please do let me know in the comments. Same with any of these books. Let me know what you think of them. If you have any other recommendations as well, do let me know. So I got that one. Then I do have Hopeless as well by Colleen Hoover, which doesn't match the other one, which is going to slightly frustrate me, but not massively. You kind of got dark for Hopeless, and those notes like this bright purple, pink. So they're not on the same vibe, but it's fine. It's fine. I'd make it sound like I'm really fussy about these things. I'm really not. Anyone knows me knows I'm not fussy. Like, you can see my shelves. They're all mix and match and all over the place. Like, there's nothing... I don't know why I make it sound like I'm so fussy when I'm not. Next one I have is All Your Perfects, which is again a part of the whole Hopeless series. So again, I'm not going to read anything like this. And the 2 novellas for the series, which is Finding Perfect and Finding Cinderella. I believe it goes Hopeless, Losing Hope, Finding Cinderella, All Your Perfects, Finding Perfect, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the order of that series. So yeah, like I said, I'm not going to read anything there because I don't want to spoil it for me. Like I said, I know Hopeless is in Sky's point of view and Losing Hope is in Dean's point of view. But that's about as much as I know because I don't really like to read the back too much. I will with some books, just to try and get a grasp and idea of them, but some I won't, because if they really sort of, if I've heard hype around them, I think is the best way to put this. If I've heard hype around them, I won't read the back of them because I sort of have a little rough idea because it's so hyped. If I've not heard anything about it, I will read the back just to sort of try and grasp, get an idea. So yeah, that is all the books that I've brought. I'm not going to try and hold them all up because there's too many. So yeah, that's all my books recently since the last book haul, which wasn't actually that long ago. But hey, I'm officially, and I mean it this time, I really need to officially put myself on a book buying ban. So I will not be buying any more books. The only, and I mean only reason I would buy another book is if it's again in a series and I want to finish the series off, or it's halfway through a series and I've got books either side so I can read it. The only reason, which is why I got most of these books. So yeah, fingers crossed. I think I've completed all my series. I'm not sure, but I cannot buy any more books. I'm gonna put myself on a ban until October. I say that, I have books on pre-order. I've just remembered I have 4 books on pre-order. I have 2 for September and 2 for October. Oh no. They're pre-ordered, so technically, you know, I've already bought them. So, you know, yeah. Those are technically already brought. That's my excuse that I'm going to use for those. But I'm not going to get any more. I'm not physically. Hey guys, I'm coming at you with the ending of this video at a completely different day. I went to start editing when I realised that my camera obviously didn't catch the end. So, as I would have been saying, so thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this book haul. If there's any books here that you're excited to read, let me know. If you've been shopping recently, let me know. Like I said, I will be going on a book ban because your girl cannot be buying any more books. She has so many to read. So many. Like half this shelf I think is like not read. So yeah, all my links will be down below like normal. I've actually set up a Patreon, so if you guys want to go and support me over there, I would truly appreciate it. Obviously there is no pressure, but there will be early access to content, extra content, reading sprints, everything like that will be over on there. My links to my Instagram are down below. I'm nearing 1.5 followers, so if you guys want to help me reach 1.5k, that would be lovely as well. I would appreciate that. And yeah, if you made it to the end of this video, I think that there's a shopping bag emoji, I think. If I can find it, I'll put it there. If not, it'll be a different emoji that's there. Just post that in the comments. And yeah, just remember to keep smiling, be kind, keep reading. Bye guys.
Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today